I think we are live now. We'll just wait maybe for a
Hello.
couple of minutes.
Mm.
How was your day, Srividya?
Going very well. Nalla routine day.
Uh,
Did my exercise, ate well. I'm feeling very happy and cheerful right now.
very nice. I'm excited. So, did you have any music classes today?
So, yeah, in the morning I had my usual Sunday routine. So, when did you get to do your workout today?
So, today, Sunday, typically I don't work out. So, it was just actually more
Ah,
getting into the preparation mode for the live video today. Being my first one, I was very excited.
very first one. I know this is super.
And I'm so happy to be doing that with you.
Tell me about it. I feel so lucky you picked me for your first FB live. I'm so delighted.
So we'll just wait maybe a couple of minutes also, just to let people join in. Uh,
Absolutely.
so I think we have quite a few people, about 11 people who have joined. Hello, friends. Okay, I think we'll start, right? I mean, it's about what time is it? 4:31.
Yeah.
Lovely. So Lavanya Srinivas has joined. She says, so nice to see you. Lovely seeing you too, Lavanya. So happy you could join us. It's a Sunday, I know, but 4:30 I think is a little bit of a relaxing time for everybody to just pick up a cup of coffee or tea and just chill and relax, and hopefully we'll make this entertaining for you all and also insightful.
Absolutely.
So I think we'll start, Shrivi. Um, Hi, everybody.
Yes.
Hope you're all safe and healthy. I'm extremely thrilled to have you all here today, and I thank you so much for joining us on this live session. I hope you find it very insightful. For those of you who are meeting me for the first time, this is Srividya Gauri, nutrition, habit transformation, and fat loss coach from the eighth element. I'm very excited to be joined by my amazing client, Srividya Ramanath. Hi, Srividya. Thank you so much for joining us today
Hello,
despite your
coach.
busy routine. Hi.
I'm so delighted. I'm like absolutely thrilled to meet you virtually like this. And this is the first time for me too. And I'm more thrilled that this is your first FB live, and you picked me to be your speaker. I'm thrilled here.
Absolutely, it's my pleasure. So, Kavita has joined. Shubha is here. Hi, Kavita. Hi, Shubha. Um, So, to share with the audience here, Srividya is a performing Carnatic musician from Bangalore, a fantastic teacher, and has students from across the globe. She's an amazingly humble musician who embodies positivity with her cheer and caring personality. And I'm proud to say she's my music guru who taught me to sing, appreciate the nuances of Carnatic music, gave me opportunities to showcase my singing. So, thank you so much, Srividya.
Oh,
What
it's my pleasure, actually.
What makes her special is that she really had her own way of boosting one's confidence by focusing on one's strengths and improving the performance gradually. It has been a wonderful joyride sharing our friendship for the last 20 years, and the bond continued to see new dimensions when she enrolled with me for my nutrition, habit transformation, and fat loss program back in September 2018. Srividya was one of my very first clients when I launched my coaching practice. I was totally amazed by her commitment and her ability to learn, adapt, and grow with the process. She is here today to show all of us that it is possible to stay consistent with the habits she built during the program and see amazing results even close to 18 months since completing the program. That is amazing, for someone to keep up with those habits for so long. And life happens, things are not going to go the way you want all the time. There are going to be ups and downs, but despite that, she kept showing up. She did not give up. That is the attitude. Srividya, can you please share a little bit about what was going on for you before you worked with me, like how you felt, what your life was like, what you were stuck with, and what was that trigger moment that prompted you to sign up?
Yeah, to put it in one word, I was in a mess. But so that everybody can relate to me, my work routine spans over multiple time zones, and my work starts typically, say, at 6 a.m. in the morning and runs through 9:30, 10 at night. So I had to sit for long hours at a stretch. And obviously, I was not managing it well, and I was unable to control what and when I ate. Mostly, I would just go and, grab a quick bite from the pantry or the fridge, nothing healthy. And obviously, I would overindulge in eating and feel stuffed and heavy. And on the other extreme, I would end up, guilt starving and depriving myself of eating. And that would end up in, causing dullness and stress. And I would go to sleep very half-hearted, I would say. I wouldn't have even enjoyed eating or working or anything. It was so bizarre. And then I was struggling with severe acid reflux. Even to walk a few fast steps, I was panting. And even once, I remember I had to be rushed to the emergency for palpitation.
I
And it
remember that.
was so awkward. Yeah. And naturally, I looked out for help, various fitness articles and help videos. And I tell you, there are hazard suggestions out there. So many programs to scare you away from the goal, suggesting hardcore workouts and heavy sweating out sort of suggestions. I really got scared and I thought I'm never going to achieve anything in my lifetime. But that's when it struck me. In Tamil, there is a saying, கையில வெண்ணெயை வச்சுண்டு நெய்ய தேடுவாங்கிற மாதிரி. It didn't strike till that moment that I had you all along in my life, and I had seen you from your days of early morning runs, and you went for a national powerlifting championship
Yeah,
to
I
represent
know.
the
You were
state, and it
there.
was amazing to look at your yeah, it was amazing to look at your consistency and passion for fitness and being healthy. And I thought this is the right opportunity. When you launched your eighth element, I simply got thrilled and I wanted to be one of the first few to enroll myself and get better at myself. I think that was the trigger for me.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. So, what can you share a little bit about your struggles in terms of health and physical fitness? Where were you at before the program?
No, it was quite pathetic. I could not even, most of the days, I'll say, even after dawn, say 6 or 7 p.m., I would feel so tired, not interested in working for the rest of the day, now unable to eat fully. It was all so bad, and it was all automatically affecting my psychology, and it was adding to my mental stress, and all that was starting to show on my career, I would say. My singing was starting to sound very different to myself and to many people. So these were starting to trouble me. I needed to be at the best of myself. Then I was sure there was nothing wrong in reaching out for help.
Yeah, absolutely. For someone who's doing this, nonstop, I know you used to run back-to-back classes, hardly finding time to eat and, sufficiently fuel yourself in between classes. And for someone who had to sit
Yeah.
for long periods of time, to sing and perform, I
Yeah.
think it was really important that you took that step towards a better health and fitness,
I'm
right?
so glad I did that.
I'm glad to. So, can you share a little bit about what you learned during the program? Can you share some details with the audience, please?
Want to look at my food intake in terms of what the composition was, what's the content on my plate, what goes into making it, more of a scientific perspective, I would say, trying to logically understand what's going into my body. And as a result of that, I started to keenly observe the labels. I found that I was actually eating more of chemicals than food. Most of the times, these processed and packeted foods that we find on the store, marked as healthy snack, is seldom healthy as advertised.
I
So that was
remember
a
you used to
great
share
awakening for me.
about the millet snacks, right? I remember.
Yeah,
Srividya, I found these amazing millet, fried snacks that I used to snack on, and I was thinking,
correct.
okay, you'll slowly get there, is what I thought.
I know. You should have so much patience with your clients. And then I think a milestone lesson for me from the program was to practice to stop when it is enough. Before the program, I was eating more out of fear, or rather insecurity of hunger. What will happen to me if I don't eat a meal, sort of a thing. So I would, randomly grab things that I see and eat, whether it suits me, whether it's going to do anything good for me or not. And then from there, in the course of the program itself, there is a part where we have to watch for our hunger levels. The real hunger, not because it's 2 p.m. And you have your lunch. It's not that anymore. So I started looking inward. That's what happened during the program, which was superb. That the feeling itself is beautiful, first of all. From there, I moved to watching what was happening to my energy during the day. Initially, there was quite of imbalance. Either I had a lot of energy from the excess food that I was consuming, or I had no energy to work. It was going, on a super imbalance. But I think now I'm a little more aware of what's happening to my energy levels, and whether I'm hungry, I need to eat. If I have excess energy, I need to work out. I think I'm a little more aware these days.
Very nice.
These were beautiful lessons for me.
And so
And then
mindfulness and awareness are kind of the key takeaways you would
exactly,
say as the program takeaways, right?
very much the keywords actually. And then there is a general misconception about carbs, eating more carbs. You People feed you with actually evil thoughts about carbs. You eat more carbs and you're going to retain it and you're going to gain weight. So that fear and that misconception about looking at carbs went away for me the moment I knew that I needed to moderate it rather than avoid it, or fear it. So that was another beautiful awakening for me from the program. In that case, not just carbs, about any food that I intake, I need to look at it with a lot more love, and moderate what I was eating, and not stay away from it, face it and deal with it. That's something I learned. Super
Yeah, that
feeling for
fear
me.
mongering is too much, right? In this industry, with
Exactly.
everything, it's like you don't eat carbs. Then if you see carbs, you gain weight. That should be the next thing that is coming out. I think demonizing carbs and fats. That
I
has been
know
really big.
that's not at all necessary. In fact, it's a integral part, right?
I'm so happy
And then
you saw benefit in that.
you gave me the right perspective to that. I mean, come on. So yeah, and I think it will not be complete if I miss to say that the program actually taught me to accept my current body condition with grace instead of trying to curse it, or it kind of taught me how to show more compassion on my body and work with the current condition. That's a very practical approach. I felt that was a beautiful lesson for me.
Absolutely.
So uh, it was a lovely journey actually.
Thank you so much for sharing all this, Srividya. So let's talk about your results. So, what kind of results did you achieve in the program, both in terms of scale victory as well as non scale victory? So, for the audience who's watching us, I just wanted to clarify scale victory is something that you would see as success on the weighing scale, and the non scale victory would be all the other host of other progress indicators which Srividya will share with us now.
Yeah, obvious. The result that was very obvious to everybody was my weight loss on the scale. I was 85 kgs when I joined you, and today I'm at 69.
Woohoo!
Quite happy
Amazing!
to say that. Thanks to you. I mean, total credit to you. I mean, I loved working along your, the vibe that you create for me to feel comfortable to work with you. All that contributed to that. That said, I'm not saying that is a motivating factor, or it was a very gratifying feeling to see the scale go down every week or gradually. It'll not be complete again if I don't mention these other important results that I saw from the program. Mainly, my self-confidence got boosted, and obviously I started enjoying how I looked. That was a superb feeling, first of all. And because of all the exercise that I was doing regularly, I will definitely say that the blur of my mind was diminishing. I have a much more clarity of thought now, and because of the regular walking that I was doing or any exercise, I think my breathing was improving tremendously, and I can see that affecting my having a good effect on my singing, if I should say that. And many of my friends started noticing that too, and it was a beautiful motivation for me. As compared to the heavy breathing and not able to sing properly, those conditions are absolutely not there now, I should say.
Yeah, I remember.
So this is a beautiful result. I mean, this is here to stay, right? I mean, if I take care of my health, I'm going to have these long-term results.
Absolutely. And I remember you were talking about your heartburn and bloating. All of those sensations also disappeared, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And I was on medication for most of them, not knowing that I was causing the problem by overeating or not eating properly, rather.
Right.
And I think I'm able to walk 3 stairs up and down on a regular basis without panting, without any issues. That's like a superb result for me. Given the fact that even to just walk fast, to grab something in an emergency, I would start panting. All that is gone now. My acid reflux, like you mentioned, has tremendously come down, and the superb, I would say, I mean, I really want to say achievement, but I was able to renew my interests for outdoor activity.
Fantastic.
I went on a trek to the north of India.
I know, that's
after
amazing.
So many years. Yeah, it was 7,000 feet mountain trek. I would have not imagined doing something like that without this fitness.
And I remember it was one of your bucket, it was one of the items on your bucket list too, right? To do a trek.
Exactly. And it was a dream come true for me. And I was thanking you every moment of every 1,000 feet sweet. I climbed. That was a beautiful feeling. And most of all, like we mentioned earlier, instead of looking at food as a evil thing, I started loving food, in the actual sense, the different textures, the colors, the flavors. And basically just shopping for vegetables and fruits itself was such a pleasure for me. And prepping my meals, I have started enjoying this whole thing. This is a beautiful new lifestyle that you have imbibed in me, and I'm so happy.
Amazing. I remember all those meal pictures from you, Srividya. Such colorful, vegetables, and you had your fruit, mangoes. Talk about mangoes. Bangalore is famous, like Chennai, with for the mango season, and you were guilt-free. You were enjoying all of those.
That's right? What. Before that, there was a lot of scare about it's a calorie-filled food, this and all. Without understanding properly, we were just going by all these jargons that was, on the internet. But when you really sit down and when you broke it down for me, it was an easy thing, I would say.
And not to miss all those social functions you were in, you used to perform at so many functions and people used to make you eat. Did you also see that gradually you felt free to actually eat what you liked and not feel any guilt after?
Exactly. I was certainly able to indulge in my favorite foods, if we can call it. But there was also a beautiful balance because I was able to include the newly imbibed food also in the meal social gatherings. because I think I've started to believe that actual fun is in moderation in everything. So I remember you used to give me strategies and tips, like eat something before you step out of your house so that you don't end up hungry at
Famished.
the, you know, yeah, and you don't go and indulge overly. So those were all beautiful moments from this journey, I will say.
Fantastic, fantastic. Thank you so much. So, Srividya has been extremely consistent and committed to the program. She showed up every single day, like I said, even if it meant showing up imperfectly and openly communicating her struggles and challenges so we could collaborate and troubleshoot. Thank you for the trust in me, Srividya.
Oh, it's a pleasure.
So we worked together for more than 6 months, and you've seen the benefit of a long-term relationship, right? And you know how it
Yeah.
helps to stabilize the habits over time. So for people who are considering joining this program but are still not sure, what would you say to them?
Oh, yes. This is something that you have to actually grab, I think. Friends, see what happens in this program is that it is designed with actually you as the nucleus. So it is customized according to what food you like, what exercise you like to do, and everything is done in a very gradual proportion. What happened with me was I started walking for I think 20 minutes every day, initially for
Exactly.
many
Yeah.
weeks. Yeah, and I don't remember at any point uh, Srividya pushing me to do something that was out of my comfort zone when I myself was willing to walk the extra mile, just a cliche statement. That's when I remember she said she would either suggest walking an extra kilometer or walking for a few more minutes every day. Gradual improvement, even in our food intake, that was the case. There was nothing, there was no meal plan suggested or diet chart. There's not, the so-called dieting itself was not that. There were many moments during the 6 months I felt that I was actually eating more than what I usually eat, because you have to find a variety that suits you, right? So that was a beautiful thing. And when she starts concentrating so much on you, you actually feel very well pampered. And come on, in this in today's world, that is a luxury, I will say. From me, it's a
So
double
sweet.
thumbs up. And she's willing to work with your defects and your plus points. That is something I don't think I have ever read about something like that, because this is so personal. And I had finished my 3 months coaching with Srividya, but this feeling of accountability that I got, I really wanted to extend it and make sure that my habits were in place and it is not going to change for life. So that is the feeling that I got from the program and from Srividya. She does it amazingly professionally, even though we were such
We've
close
known each
friends.
other, right? Yeah, that was a little difficult drawing the line, but I think we did fine.
Absolutely, and you see the result.
And I'm so proud.
Oh, come on. I mean, actually, what you're doing is guiding us to discover what we are actually comfortable doing and what suits us. That's the beauty of the program, I think.
Thank you so much, Srividya. This is amazing. These kind of deep connections is exactly why I love my coaching practice, and I look forward to helping more women. So when I actually, Srividya and I were in conversation last week, I think I remember that, where I was telling her that, when a client graduates, it's almost like giving birth to a baby.
Oh, absolutely. You make new people.
Thank you, Shrivi. So, dear friends, as you all know, I'm launching a new 6 month online coaching program. We are in the middle of enrollment for that. As you can see in my coaching practice, I work with women to understand their struggles and deep seated beliefs that drive their behaviors and help them overcome those so their path towards their goals become clear. Uh, and this kind of a deep rooted transformation and for the habits to stick and become a part of your lifestyle takes time. And it also takes time to develop the patience, resilience, and consistency to just suck it up and stick around even when life happens. And that's exactly the reason we need at least 6 months to work together. So, if you're someone who wants to really keep it simple by sticking to the basics and ready to invest this time with patience and commitment, please join me on this program and I would love to work with you and guide you to becoming a better version of yourself. This is Srividya Gauri signing off, reminding you to eat well, move daily, stay happy, and keep it really simple. Thank you so much, folks. Stay home and stay safe, and I hope you found this interaction very insightful. Thank you so much, Srividya, for sharing your valuable time and insights with
Lots
us.
of love.
Lots of love to you too. Thank you. Until next time. Bye
See
bye.
you.